Hello, Backroaders. This is Billy with Backroads and Byways, and today's video is us asking questions of you all. We are getting ready to go on a cruise next week, and what we would like to know is from you, our viewers, and I really want to encourage those of you that view our videos and that are our subscribers who also watch our videos, is to please comment in the comments section of the video. We very much want to get some feedback from you, and we want to get information and things from your standpoint. So in this particular video, because Natalie and I are first-time cruisers, we've never been on an ocean cruise before ever in our lives. This is the first time in all the years that we've been married that we've actually taken a vacation. And so we would like to get some input from you. We would like to know information about, like, what are some things that you would consider, or things that maybe you have done when you've went on a cruise, or maybe another vacation where you have flown somewhere. Now, we're not flying. We're actually driving. We're actually driving into the area where we're going to board the ship and staying overnight with a relative that lives in the area. So, and then they're going to drop us off the day of our embarkation. So, so what we want to know is that some packing tips, things like that. Natalie and I are only taking, I don't know, I guess you'd say it's a medium-sized suitcase, one for each of us, and then taking on I guess it's called a carry-on. You know, I'm going to be taking a backpack with me. So what are some things that you would recommend, some advice, some tips that you would give us for traveling and for packing? And also, one of the nights that we are on the boat is it's like a formal night or whatever for supper, and so kind of dressing up a little bit. So I'm taking a pair of dress slacks and a dress shirt. So how would you go about packing those things so that they don't get all wrinkled up? The rest of my clothes are all just basically shorts and t-shirts and that kind of stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. If I'm wearing those around the ship or at the two ports that we're going to get off at. I apologize for the light and all this stuff getting all goofy here. There we go. Maybe that'll help it a little bit. But so I don't care if my shorts and my t-shirts have a few wrinkles in them or whatever. But when we go to supper for the formal night, I want to dress nice for my wife. So I would like to know how I can possibly pack my dress clothes in a way that they won't get wrinkled. Because here's one of the things, is that we've already checked ahead of time. There are no laundry facilities on board the ship. In the rooms, there are there's no irons or ironing boards, and we found out we are not allowed to bring an iron with us. So what would be some tips, some advice that you would give to help keep those clothes from being wrinkled, or to take the wrinkles out once we get on board and in our room? What would you recommend? And also, what are some other things that you would recommend, maybe some money-saving tips while we're on the boat? Because like I said, Natalie and I are first-time cruisers. We've never been on a cruise before, and thank God that we were able to pay this thing out over the past year, because we'd never be able to afford to do anything like this. We got the cheapest price cruise that was out there. I think it cost us like somewhere around $400 for the two, a piece. But we were able to pay that out over this past year, and we just recently did get that paid off. So that we could go ahead and go on the cruise. So that was an awesome thing. We didn't know beforehand. We didn't know a couple years ago that you could take a cruise and pay it out or whatever. And that may not be the way it is with all cruise lines, but with Royal Caribbean, they did allow us that option. So, but we would like to know some different things that you would recommend. And since we're driving in, and we're driving from Southwest Missouri down to Galveston, what are some things on that road trip along the way that you might recommend? It'd be a neat site to stop off and check out, or things like that. So we are open to ideas. We're open to your advice, and we want so much to hear from you. And so please help us out. And also, we're hoping to gain some really great footage and to make some multiple short videos that we'll be able to upload once we get back home, and I can do the editing for that. I am not going to try to fill my time with editing and all that stuff while we are on the cruise. We've never done this before. I want to give my undivided attention to my wife and to what it is that's around us, and enjoy our time together. And we are going with relatives, going with my in-laws, my mother and father-in-law, which they've been on a cruise before. And so they're very excited for us to be able to go with them. And so we really want, and we want to be able to share the experience with you all, but we want to make it the best that it could possibly be all the way around for us being there, and then being able to share those moments with you as well once we get back. So please offer us whatever advice that you have on the drive there, and also while we're on the ship. I don't know how many of you have ever been on a cruise before, but we would love to hear about it. Share your experience that you have, what you've experienced on a cruise, or maybe a vacation that could be related to that. Maybe you drove, did the same thing. You're driving to your vacation destination, and maybe there were some cool things that you did along the way to pass the time during the drive, and maybe some cool little things that you stopped off to check out that kind of helped to add to the enjoyment. So we would love to hear from you guys. Pour into us, give us your advice, and we look forward to sharing those things with you. I believe before we leave next week, we're leaving in 6 days from today. So that we leave to head out to start the drive. So anyway, let us know some things, and I hope that we'll be able to have another video to upload of something here before we leave, and then when we get back, I'll have some editing to do and start uploading some videos from the cruise. So hope to hear from you guys. Please give us your input. Please share some ideas and things with us. Maybe some things maybe you're not sure of but you've heard of. Put them out there. Put them in the comments section. We would love to read those, go over those, check that stuff out, and we look forward to getting back with you guys. So until then, until the next video, y'all take care, stay safe, and God bless, and we'll see you on the next Back Roads and Byways.